Okay, so now what happens? The stomach is contracting continuously. The stomach is contracting continuously. So after the stomach has contracted continuously, there will be a pain. Okay, there will be a severe pain in our stomach. Okay, after this pain, what happens? There will be hunger. Okay, there will be a sense of hunger. That's the reason why we feel hunger. So whenever our stomach is empty, when there is no food inside the stomach, we will be having a sense of hunger. Okay, so hunger is representing what? There is a need of food. Okay, there is a need of food for the stomach. And they usually say, right, if you are taking your, like, if you have to take your breakfast, lunch, dinner, all three meals at one time. This is because, like, let's say if you take breakfast in the morning. Okay, breakfast in the morning at 7 a.m. Let's say you are having your breakfast at 7 a.m. And tomorrow also your stomach will wait to get the food at 7 a.m. because there is a something called internal clock inside our body. Okay, it is also working according to the body system, or like body is also working according to a schedule. So this internal clock will wait until you get a food at 7 a.m. But in case if you miss a food at 7 a.m., there will be a sense of hunger. Like if you take the food earlier, that's fine. Okay, but if you miss the meal at like on time, there will be a sense of hunger. You all might have experienced this. Okay, so this is mainly due to what? Due to the need of the stomach to have some food. Okay, when the stomach is empty, this stomach will be like having a like very empty space, very large empty space to get food. So that's it about the stomach. Is it clear? Until stomach, is it clear? Or you all have any doubts in stomach? Okay. Is everybody there in the group? I'll be sharing a paper right now, and you all have to do the questions which are which we discussed. Okay, which we discussed. I'll upload the paper in the group now. Okay. Try the questions. I'll send the number of the questions. You all have to write. Try. Okay. Try those questions right now and send me the answers if you all are done. Okay. We'll discuss in a short while. I'll put the questions in the screen as well. So you all have to try, like, I'll mark the questions. Okay. You all can try the first question. Okay, first question, I'll mark them. Okay, you all can try the A part first. A part can be tried. And then don't need to do the B part. And then go to this C part, you all can do. And then, yeah, D also you all can do. Yeah, D is the last part we did. No? D can be done. And then E can be done. Refer that tute as well, which I've uploaded in the group. And then 2A can be done. B can be done. Send me the answers. Okay. After we are done with this, I'll discuss. Okay. And the E part, okay, the E part in first question can also be done. The last question in first question can be done. And in 2A, you all can do 2A first question. And then you all have the C part can be done. D can be done. Leave these parts. And then, and on the final page, you all have the digestive system. You all have to mark the points, okay? You all have to, you all have to put arrows and mark all the points. I haven't given any, you all have to mark. At the end, we will mark together, okay? So try these questions. If you all want, I can put the screen and keep. Try this question like maybe around 8:45. Try to finish all these questions. We'll discuss. Before 8:45, try to finish all the questions, right? After that, we'll discuss. Okay, then. So let's start the discussion. Okay, let's start the discussion of the question. So first of all, we'll mark the parts of the digestive system. So there are different parts, you know. So we'll start from the beginning. So digestive system is starting from where? It's starting from the buccal cavity. Digestive system starts from the buccal cavity. So this is the buccal cavity. So we already studied buccal cavity consists of three main parts. The mouth, yeah, it consists of, it's the mouth name. So it consists of the tongue, and also it consists of the what? Teeth, and then it also has what? Salivary glands. Salivary glands. Okay, this salivary gland is present here. Okay, we call this as what? Salivary glands. This is the salivary gland. And then this is the common passage. Okay, this is the common passage we have. How do we call this junction as? Yeah, that's the pharynx. This is the pharynx. And then we have both the respiratory tube and then the digestive tube. Both the respiratory tube and digestive tubes are present. Okay, so this respiratory tube and digestive tube are there meeting at the common point called pharynx. And there is a gate called what? Epiglottis. There is a gate called what? Epiglottis. This epiglottis prevents the entry of this whom? Entry of the like can you see the whiteboard? Can you see it? Yeah, okay. So you all have what? You all have both the respiratory tube and the digestive tube meeting at a common point called what? Common point called the pharynx. Okay. After they have met, what happens to them? This food is trying to move into the respiratory tube. Okay, this food is trying to move into the respiratory tube. So this is prevented by a gate called what? A gate called epiglottis. Okay, so this gate is preventing the movement of food into the respiratory tube. Okay, this prevents the movement of food into the respiratory tube. This is known as epiglottis. And then we have this long passage. Okay, we call it as what? Esophagus. We call it as esophagus. This is the esophagus. And then the food will come down into whom? Into the stomach. This will come down into the stomach. And after it reaches the stomach, then the food will slowly move into the small intestine. The food will be moving into where? It will be moved into the small intestine. It is moved into the small intestine. Then this food will come along all these small tubes and finally reach to a point called what? The cecum. Okay, this will reach to a point called cecum. Cecum has a finger-like projection. Cecum has a finger-like projection called appendix. It has a finger-like projection called what? Appendix. And cecum will continue to form the large intestine. Cecum will continue to form what? It is continue to form the large intestine. And then large intestine will finally lead to the rectum. And then the final ending part of this digestive system is what? It is the anus. So rectum, and finally it will be ending at the anus. So these are the parts of the digestive system. And we have a leaf-like structure called what? Pancreas. A leaf-like structure known as pancreas. And this large part, okay, this large part, I'll color this part. Okay, it was given as green color part, right? This part is called as the liver. This part is known as what? Liver. And this small pouch inside this liver is called the what? Gallbladder. This is the gallbladder. Okay, so these are the parts of the digestive system. Okay. I hope you all have done this question completely. Okay. Now let's move for the next question. Let's move to the next question. First question. Inside the mouth, a specific enzyme acts on starch during the first stage of digestion. Name this enzyme and the simple product it produced. Okay. What is the enzyme that acts on the mouth? You all have to give me the answer. What's the enzyme? What's the name of the enzyme? Very good. It's the thiolin, right? It's the thiolin. It's the thiolin, or else we can call this as what? Salivary amylase. It's the thiolin, or as the salivary amylase. This is mainly secreted by whom? Mainly secreted by the salivary gland. It is secreted by the salivary gland. And what is the simple product it produces? The maltose. It produces what? Maltose. So maltose is a what? It's a disaccharide. Write this also, okay? It's like beneficial for you all only. Like even when you write answers in exams, you'll have to give the complete answers. So of course, you all can. If this answer was wrong, sometimes this can be correct. So they will give marks for this. Okay, so better to write both the answers. And then let's move for the C part. Food doesn't simply drop through the digestive tract. It is propelled forward mechanically. Identify the muscular process that moves food bolus through the esophagus and describe how it works. So, what is this process through the esophagus? What is the process taking place? What's the process that takes place through esophagus? Of course, it's the peristalsis, right? It's the peristalsis movement. It's the peristalsis movement. So, what do you mean by peristalsis movement? Peristalsis movement is the alternative. It's the alternative contraction and relaxation. Contraction and relaxation of muscles. It's the alternative contraction and relaxation of muscles. This is how the answer has to be. And then the D part, when the stomach is kept empty for an extended duration, a person experiences a distinct sensation. Explain why this happens and what signal it gives to human body. So I said, right, when the person is keeping his stomach empty for a long time, what will happen? There will be continuous contraction. Continuous contraction will occur. Continuous contraction of the stomach muscles. Stomach muscles. Okay, stomach continuous contraction of the stomach muscles will occur. As a result, what happens? This is the first process. As a result, it will result in what? It will result in pain. It will result in pain that give a sensation of hunger. A sensation of hunger. And then this hunger is the one which allow us to eat, right? Which is the reason for us to eat. So hunger is mainly caused due to what? Continuous contraction of the stomach muscles. Okay, and as a result, there will be pain, and pain will lead to hunger. And E part. In E part, what do we have? In infants, a specific substance is present in gastric juice to handle a major component of their diet. Name this substance and states the function. In infants, what do we have? We have the renin, right? It is the renin. What is the function of the renin? Coagulation of milk. The function of the renin is what? Coagulation of milk. Okay, the function of renin is coagulation of milk. And the next question, a second part. Name what is the common anatomical area shared by both the respiratory and digestive system. What is the common area? The common area shared by both is what? The pharynx. It's the pharynx. Okay, pharynx is the common area shared by both respiratory and digestive systems. And then we have this B part. Certain nutrients taken into the body can be utilized immediately without undergoing any digestion. Give three examples for that. What are those examples? We had different types of monosaccharides, right? What are those? We have the glucose and then the galactose. You all can remember like this, GGF. Remember like that, okay? GGF. Okay? GGF means what? Glucose, galactose, and then the fructose. Also, there are some vitamins and minerals. Okay, some vitamins. Okay, you all have to write as well. Some vitamins and minerals. So these doesn't require a digestion. Okay, these people doesn't require digestion. And then let's move for the next question. It's the E part. Okay, define the term digestion of food. Wow, what is the question? Define the term digestion of food. Okay, what is digestion of food? And wait, complex organic molecules and their solubility in urea. So you all have to define the term what? Digestion of food. So what is digestion of food? Process converting. Process converting insoluble complex compounds. Insoluble complex compounds. Insoluble complex compounds into small substances to be absorbed. Small soluble, okay, into small soluble substance, right? Like that, okay? Small soluble, because they have asked, like, you all have to give the definition based on the solubility in water. Ne? So you all have to use the term insoluble and soluble, okay? So process converting insoluble complex compounds into small soluble substances to be absorbed by the cells of the body. Cells of the body to be absorbed by the cells of the body. So this is the complete answer for the E part. And then in 2A, we have the first question. Distinguish between mechanical process and chemical process of digestion, providing one specific example. Inside the mouth, you all have to give the example where? Inside the mouth, okay? You will have to be very specific when answering structured essay question. So see here. So what is the mechanical digestion? I'll write in short form mechanical digestion. In mechanical digestion, what happens? We are altering the physical nature. Altering